Hi there, welcome to issue number 7, Warhammer Conquest unboxing. So we've got a really important issue today, not from a miniatures point of view because we don't get any new ones, but from a hobby perspective, this issue is really important. So today we're going to be looking at washes, or shades, as Games Workshop will call them, and what they do to our miniatures when they're painted. So we get 2 of those, and we'll look at them in a minute. Right off the bat, before we do anything, what I'm going to do is right at the beginning, so I've got a pot of Nuln oil here, which is a shade, and I'm just going to paint our Sergeant's crest, and hopefully by the time we've done the video it'll have dried enough for us to have a good look and just compare it with one of our other intercessors. Okay, so let's just do that now. So I'm applying a very thin layer, and the idea is generally that it gets painted into recesses and nooks and crannies and that kind of thing. So we want to leave enough on there so it gives us some decent definition. And what I'll do as well is I'll do it on the crest on his gun. So we don't want it to blob on the surface, we do want it to collect in the recesses. Okay, we'll leave that to dry, and hopefully by the end of the rest of the unboxing we'll be able to see a decent difference. So let's have a look in what we've got in here. So we get 2 big pots of our shade. We've got Agrax Earth Shade and a big old pot of Nuln oil. So that's great, very good. And what I'll also do is at the end of this video, if you hang around at the end, I'll show you some images that I've found online that give us a really good difference of what happens when a wash is applied, a kind of before and after set of pictures. So what have we got here? The making of a Space Marine. Apply shades to your models and expanding the rules of our games. So this is good. Let's move our little friends out the way for now. Okay, so make a Space Marine Ultramar. So more chapter information. Ultramarine successors. How to paint with shades, which is good. A little bit about Nuln oil and a little bit about Agrax Earth Shade. How to paint with shades. And then some more about tutorial stuff. Retreat, falling back, and then another tutorial. Okay, so here we go, making of a Space Marine. So this is more about chapter information. Long ago, the Emperor unlocked the secrets of creating superhuman warriors. So that looks interesting. Look forward to reading through that. Gene seed organs. Wow. Creating a Space Marine is a long process during which 19 new organs are implanted. I didn't know that. They must be implanted in the correct order for the transformation to be successful. Primarily Space Marines, like intercessors, have 3 more organs, bringing the total to 22. This is crazy. I didn't know any of this stuff. A second heart, osmodular, affects bone growth and results in a tough skeleton. Biscopia, hemastamen, whatever that is. Oh my god, I'm going to have to read all these now. Laraman's organ, helps to heal wounds. Catalespian node. Preomnor. Omophagia, maybe. Multilung, so you can breathe poisonous atmospheres. Oculobe. Lyman's ear. Susan membrane. Melanchrome. Ulitic kidney, protects against poison. Neuroglottis, Mucranoid, Betcher's gland. Space Marines can spit acid venom. This is crazy, I didn't know any of this stuff. Progenoids, the black carapace, sorry. Sinew coils for Primaris, so these are the intercessors. Magnificat, improves the function of the other implants. And Belisarian furnace, aids regrowth of body tissue and produces combat stims. That's interesting, very good. If anyone wants me to go into this in further details, let me know and I might do another video on it. Okay, Realms of Ultramar. So this is domains, so this will be a certain place. Ultramarines successor chapters. Oh, wait a minute, Realm of Ultramar. This is interesting, we've seen some of this stuff before. But yeah, looks good. It's a little bit about Silver Templars there. Okay. How to paint with shades. So, before the end of the video, it's given us some really interesting kind of comparisons on what happens with shades. So there you go. There's a before and after of one of our Death Guard. And you can see it adds a lot of depth to the miniature. That's interesting. Let's have a look. So this is showing us Null Oil to start with. The sort of look it can give. The metal work on some of our stuff. Oh look, they've actually put Agrax Earthshade on the crest there. So it'll be different from what we've got, from what I show you at the end. Okay, how to paint with shades, the finished models. Okay, so this is all good stuff. Okay, next chunk, tactical retreat. Okay, so this is all about backing away from fights and that kind of stuff. And some of the benefits of that, and obviously there are some problems with that as well. It's going to give you some negative impact. Secure the gene seeds. So this is another kind of scenario based mission. But yeah, all looks good. More codex stuff, giving us some more information on things that we've already got. So this is cool. Now, so this is interesting. This is more of our subscribe stuff, but when I turn this, it's going to show us what's coming next. So obviously we've got a hero on the way, which is the Primaris Librarian, which is, if you live in the UK and you buy it in Games Workshop, you're paying about 25 quid for this, so that's great. But what was more interesting is issue number 9, which I haven't seen any previews of before. We're getting 6 more Poxwalkers, and I think they might be different sculpts to what we've had before. But what I liked was the information that's down here, which is telling us basically we get some Poxwalker reinforcements, some bigger battles, and Calcius fights the Poxwalkers. So Lieutenant Calcius is one of the heroes that we got in one of the last issues, and I think it's really cool that we're going to get some scenario based stuff just for him, because he is exclusive to collectors of these issues. Okay, and just before I have a look at this to see the comparison, don't forget, hang on at the end and you'll see those images of all the difference that a shade can make to your miniatures. So this is going to be a real kind of microcosm of what the difference is. If I can just get that to focus. So what have we proven here? Okay, so that's I think it's quite obvious what's happened there. One's still very shiny. It looks a little bit gloopy in terms of, you can still see all the where the paint's kind of glooped on there. And then this fella here has got all the definition. You can see it much more perfectly. You can see just how craply I've painted it as well. But I think that gives us, at least from a very, very quick, short perspective, some of the difference that it can make. But have a look at the photos that I put up after this. And I hope you enjoy this. Yeah, if you did, like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing them. See you later.